What is going on, ladies and gents? Michael or Legacy Kill HD back here today with another Red Dead Redemption 2 or Red Dead 3 video for you. And today we're going to be discussing the Spanish-American War and if it could have an impact on the plotline for the next Red Dead title. But if you haven't already, make sure you check out the Red Dead Redemption 2 or Red Dead 3 playlist. We've discussed all kinds of news and information and leaks. You're not going to want to miss those videos. We've also discussed some of the things that we want to see in this next Red Dead title, so make sure you guys give that a look. But today we're going to be discussing the Spanish-American War and if it could play a pivotal role in this next Red Dead game. And for those who don't know, this was a conflict between Spain and the United States in 1898. Hostilities began in the aftermath of the explosion of the USS Maine in Havana Harbor, and to this day a lot of people have speculation about what exactly happened, if Spain even had any involvement in the sinking of Maine, which almost all the crew died because of this. A lot of this is blamed on some of the media just for blaming Spain for this event, and this led to the Americans' intervention in the Cuban War of Independence that was going on at the time. And on July 1st, 1898, the most bloodiest battle happened near Santiago, Cuba, and that is the Battle of San Juan Hills, which involved a huge victory from the Rough Riders, which was led by none other than Theodore Roosevelt, who would later become vice president and then president of the United States. But this war ended up being huge for the United States as they gained control of the Philippines, Guam, Cuba, and Puerto Rico. Now I know a lot of you guys may be thinking to yourself, what's the connection to Red Dead Redemption 2? And here it is. At the top part of this leaked map, we actually have a very mysterious land. We're not really sure where this is. Is it part of Mexico or is it another country? Could it possibly be Cuba or Puerto Rico? What we see on this map, we have a couple of places. We have El Hueco, which means the hollow in Spanish, and we have Cinco Torres, which is 5 towers. Could that possibly be some type of fort? And then we have the mysterious town of Vitage, which is interesting just because Vitage means welcome in Slovak, and then the beginning of that word comes from a French origin. So the only thing I can gather about this place is it has some type of European influence. Then at the top of the map, we actually have some type of landmark that's cut off, at least the name is, so we're not really sure how big this little landmark is and if it's attached to any other type of landmass. So could it be an island such as Puerto Rico or Cuba, or could it be part of Mexico? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. It definitely is interesting because we really don't know where this landmass is connected to and what the importance is, because I mean there's got to be a reason why they would have some type of landmass outside the United States that we have to go to. Now my first thinking is maybe this means that we'll be some type of soldier. I mean it would be pretty cool actually being able to serve under Teddy Roosevelt, but at the same time I just don't feel like that's Red Dead, and I feel like our character is going to be more freely based. We're not actually going to be linked to something, unless this is Rockstar Games giving us choices, which would be awesome to see. But as you guys can gather, this landmass has to have some type of importance to this next Red Dead game. The big question is, could it be linked to the Spanish-American War? There's also some other events that happened around this time that could support the game being placed in 1898, such as the Blackwater Massacre of 1899, and that would set up for the game to start maybe in 1898. We're a soldier, maybe we just decide that's not the lifestyle for ourselves, so we decide to become an outlaw. And this could also introduce ourselves to Landon Ricketts. He'll probably be some type of cameo in this next game, but is there a chance he could be the main character? It certainly is possible, and it would be pretty cool seeing him once again. But I also feel like I have to mention, I do not think the Spanish-American War will be the main plotline for the next Red Dead game. If anything, our character could be using this event for their own advantage in whatever way Rockstar Games give us. Now, if the game does not feature the Spanish-American War, I'm really hoping that we actually have Theodore Roosevelt in this next game. At least some type of Easter egg. I think it'd be pretty cool. He's one of the most fascinating United States presidents in my personal opinion. I do think the next Red Dead game will be going down the road of an Indian versus settlers theme. And if you didn't know, Teddy Roosevelt actually fought for Indian rights at the time, although he did state that the Indians deserved what exactly happened to them and this country had to be fought and won by the settlers. So in conclusion, can this happen? Certainly. What Rockstar Games could do is they could fictionalize all this and pretty much make up their own little landmass and pretty much draw inspiration from those events and incorporate it in this next Red Dead game. And that's obviously something that they did with Red Dead Redemption, and it really could work for this next upcoming title. Anyway guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure you smack that like button if you did enjoy the video, found any informative value. Also drop down in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Do you like this concept and do you think it could work for this next Red Dead title? And also make sure to subscribe for a lot more Red Dead Redemption 2 or Red Dead 3 videos to come, and I'll see you guys later.